All right. It's 6:15 in the morning, and there's a garage sale that starts at 7. So I need to go to the bank. And the reason I'm up this early is because they advertised Legos. Oh boy, Legos. Ooh. All right, here's our sale right here. They're moving. Look at all those people in there. Don't you people work? It's Thursday morning, for God's sakes. Get a job, hippies. All right, so we hit up a few garage sales today. Got this entire mess of cables and this Yoshi case right there. They buy and sell storage units. I said, how much you want for this? They're like, I don't know, we want it out of here. How about $2? Which is awesome. So we've got a Wavebird and some GameCube to Game Boy Advance link cables in there, which are nice. Some PlayStation controllers and some other stuff. But the important part of that was that contact asking, do you have these games and these consoles? And they said, no, we just buy storage units. So I left her my information. She put it right in her phone. I said, I just live right down the street. If you ever find video games, action figures, Legos, that kind of stuff, please call me. I'll bring over a pocket full of cash and we'll make a deal. And they seem very excited about that. So some other highlights, I guess, in here. There's brand new Xbox 360, AV cables and stuff like that. So that's going to be the last thing that we do is untangle these cables. Got these speakers. These are Marantz Imperial serial number 3-4044. They're from the 70s. Got those for $25, which is a good deal. The guy said that he was a dealer back in the day. There we go. Take a look, see what the speakers look like in there. He said that they work. I got to do a little bit more research, but Marantz is one of those brands. If you see it out there for $20, $25, and it's in good condition, definitely buy them. So let's take a look at the games and other stuff that we got today. What is going on, guys? Welcome to this episode of The Pickups. It's been a crazy couple days. The action figures that I got in the last video, that was like a Thursday. Today is Saturday, so this is all the garage sale and stuff that we picked up on Friday and Saturday. So I got this guy. Found this in a 50-cent box at a garage sale. Grimlock Transformer. Looks to be in good condition. I don't think it's missing any parts other than maybe some like guns or something. But very cool for 50 cents. Definitely be adding that to the Transformers stuff. Went to GameStop. Had to drop off some discs. Traded those in. And with my $5 monthly reward, we were able to get Gravity Rush 2 completely free. And yeah, it's got the manual, or the insert, the manual. We don't get manuals anymore. It's got the insert, and the disc there. I really enjoyed playing the first Gravity Rush game last year, so I've been told that this is just as good. So very excited to get that. Especially I had it for free. I mean, come on. It's my second favorite F word. Stopped by a place, it's called Was New. It's in Pataskala. They buy storage units and bulk stuff and then sell it. They haven't had too many new games in their game case, but I saw this. Whiplash on PS2. It was $4. And it is complete. We'll need a resurfacing, but I think that will be okay. Guys, like a $25 game for that bad boy, so pick that up if you see it. Look, Grimlock fell off there. Got him. They've had this for a while. They've had it at $20. I opened it up. It is missing the game. So I said, hey, you had that here for a while. She's like, yeah. I'm like, would you 15 for it? And she was like, yeah, sure. So it's the Guitar Hero Warriors of Rock with the guitar. Like the box is in kind of dinged up and bad condition. There's some kind of epoxy or something stuck to it. But the guitar inside is in very good shape. The strap and everything is still on its packaging. Just missing the game. Looks like these guitars comp out online for about $70 or $80 by themselves. So I'm not going to bother with the game because the game's like $20. So I'll just post that local for maybe like $50. And the first person that offers me $40 can have that guitar all day long. So in town we have this place. It's called No BS Liquidators. They kind of just buy, Target liquidation and all that stuff, and then they resell it in their store. But today there's this huge inflatable Stay Puft Marshmallow Man, and I was like, whoa, what is that? and I saw a bunch of Lego boxes and stuff out there. It's like, I gotta check this out. So I stopped over there, and James Ford, some of you guys may know who that is if you're in Columbus. He runs a Columbus Toy Expo every year. Obviously this year we're not going to do it, but he co-runs that event with Muzz, who runs L1 Games, and I know Muzz and Josh, and your player too, and all that stuff. So yeah, we made friends real quick. He actually lives in town, and he'd set up a little booth out there. He was selling Legos, old Star Wars stuff, just all kinds of like vintage Ninja Turtle cards and whatever. So I want to make sure I give him a shout out. I won't. Is that a website? No, it's an email. So if there's a link to the Columbus Toy Show or whatever the organization is, I'll put it down below. Make sure you check it out. He gave me a really good deal on some stuff. So let's just check that out. First thing we got, he had some bagged Lego sets. This is a Lego set just for you guys that like to collect. 75167. It's this cool like skiff, and it's got Bosk and a droid, and who's that, Dengar and Forlom. It only came with the Bosk figure and the little vehicle, but it's all complete, you know, other than the other figures. Not bad. We'll add that to the Lego display, and I got $35 for everything, which was a really good deal. Got this Batman movie set number 70902, Catwoman Cat Cycle Chase. He gave me $5 off on that. It was $20. I got that for 15. And you know, it's still sealed, and I thought it'd be a great shelf sitter. What I look for when I buy these sets sometimes is, you see the minifigures, they're like in purple, so they only make those colors for so long. Like there's also a black suit Catwoman and all that stuff. So I thought this would be probably a pretty good investment set just because of the exclusive pieces that are in there. Then he had a tub of vintage Star Wars figures. So he was like $5 each, but he made me a deal. But we got a, was it Zuckuss? With his cape, his robe. That'll look good in our vintage our Star Wars Darth Vader carrying case that we got. We picked up a medical droid. I always thought that figure was cool because it's clear in the middle. So when I was a kid, I always thought that character was really cool. And then a figure that we didn't have that I'm glad to add to the collection. We have a Princess Leia. Now these old figures, sometimes you gotta watch out for the hands, make sure the thumbs and fingers aren't missing. She does have some dirt on her. What is this from? 1977, an original Princess Leia. Look at that. So can't go wrong with old Star Wars figures. So boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, collectors of all ages, the find of the day today was at Goodwill. So I walk in and I walk past the register, and there's a lady checking out, and she's like, the checkout girl's like, I don't know what the sale is today. Hey, what's the sale? And the manager is like, it's $15. It's if you buy $15 or more, it's half off. So I hear this, and I walk around to the DVD section, and there's literally like 2 shelves of PlayStation 2 games, and they're asking $4 per game, and I'm like, I'm gonna probably buy every one of these for $2, you know, because they're gonna be half off. But I started stacking up this bag. There's this buggy thing, you know, those handheld things, baskets. And I went to double check, and she's like, it's just on clothing. So I had to go back and be a little bit more choosy with the stuff that we got. This is stuff that we're going to be adding to the collection. So the PlayStation 1 games were $2, PS2 games were $4. So Jedi Power Battles, I heard that is a good game, so I definitely want to check that out. Again, collection, Destroy All Humans 2. And guys, these games and discs are posted on eBay right now condition, which is nice. The Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy. I always like that cartoon, and this one includes a bonus disc, which is something very cool. And then we have all 3 of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle games, which surprisingly I did not have these on PlayStation 2, so we will be adding those to the collection. And this is all the stuff that, oh, I forgot about these. These Alvin and the Chipmunk glasses from 1985, very nice condition. We got Simon and Theodore, and those will go in the glass collectibles cabinet over there. But you know, they were like $1.50 each. Okay, so here's all the stuff We spent like $60 at Goodwill. Here's all the stuff that we're going to use to get our money back. And this item right here I'd never seen before and will account for most of us getting our money back. It's a Sony memory card adapter. So it looks like it's a memory card. You plug it into your PS3 and you can plug in a PS2 memory card and play, you know, your PS2 games on your backwards compatible PS3. Also a Rock Band dongle. It's like gold right here. This was 99 cents. Can you believe that? So yeah. So I don't know what those go for. 20 bucks. Saw this in a cart. I was like, wait a minute, what the hell is this? It's Spyro the Dragon, Year of the Dragon back art. And then I opened it up, and inside the DVD case was the manual and the actual game. So, you know, we keep plenty of jewel cases around. We will get that out of there and put it in a jewel case where it's proper. But they also had Spyro the Dragon and Spyro Ripto's Rage. $2 each on those. These are the PlayStation 2 games that I have or I don't want. So for $4 each, we'll resell these. We got Yu-Gi-Oh! Capsule Monster Coliseum, all complete. Yu-Gi-Oh! Duelist of the Roses, Army Men Real-Time Strategy, and then these are great flippers right here. NBA Street Volume 2. That one's missing the manual. NFL Street 2 and NFL Street 3. That one does feel like it's missing the manual too. Nope, it's in there. So those will be the games that we resell along with those dongles and those little attachments. We should have no problem making our money back. All right, guys, this is very exciting. This is why you ask. This is why you say stuff. Use your verbal skills. I'm at the Masonic temple and they're having a yard sale, like a charity kind of thing. And the guy asked me, well, what kind of stuff are you looking for? And I said, well, video games, Legos, action figures, this kind of the stuff that I collect. He goes, oh, well, I have a Nintendo at my house. I'm like, oh, okay, cool. Is it like close? He's like, yeah. So we just left that sale right now. We're driving over to his house to look at his Nintendo games. If you don't ask or don't say something, you're going to miss out. All right, let's wrap this up. It's been a crazy week and a half or so. Usually, you know, my sort of routine on this is garage sales and Facebook stuff kind of throughout the week, and then yard sales on the weekend if they're there, you know, and also thrift stores and Facebook stuff on the weekend. Real quick, I wanted to show you guys this. I needed this Ahsoka Tano headpiece, so I got on Bricklink, and these are starting to go for crazy prices right now to complete my Ahsoka Tano Padawan minifigure. She's very cool, very, very happy to have her. I got that out of that box that I got from Colin, but it didn't have the headpiece. So if you're on Bricklink, it's like somebody's selling that piece for like $3 just for that piece, but they have a $5 minimum. So they won't ship anything to you unless you order $5. So I'm going kind of for a semi-complete Jedi, you know, Sith minifigure collection. Not one of every Darth Maul, just one Darth Maul kind of thing. So that's why it's semi and not a complete. But I really wanted to add this minifigure for a long time. It is Mace Windu with his purple lightsaber, which is awesome. Now, I got this figure, and I watched, you know, Turbo Gamer did a video about how to pack stuff properly on eBay, and sellers not, you know, packing stuff properly. They take sort of all the shortcuts, and I'm for saving money, but you can't allow the product to get damaged. So I don't know if you guys can see this. I'll take his lightsaber out. They ship these basically in 2 little poly bags with the Ziploc on the top, and then just put it in the bubble mailer. And because of that, you can see right there, the minifigure got cracked. And this is a problem with minifigures. If you're getting into minifigure collecting and buying, there's also a small crack on the back. But make a long story short, you know, you may want to put those in those little poly bags and then put a layer of bubble wrap and then put that in your thin bubble mailer. So I contacted the seller. He's like, hey, I'm on vacation. Sorry, man. I can issue a refund right now. I said, no, just wait till you're back from vacation. Look in your parts bin. If you have a replacement part, I would rather have the replacement parts. So, yeah, I don't know. I'm happy to have them because they're really cool. I can't wait to put them in my cabinet. And also, I took the X-Men figures. Let's take a trip. I took the X-Men figures out of this cabinet and I filled it all with Lego and Lego sets. We got the Daily Bugle back there, all that Batman stuff, and then sort of some miscellaneous on the top. So thought that was pretty cool. Kind of change it up a bit in the game room, you know. I had that Guitar Hero Warriors of Rock, right? It is no longer here. Some guy wanted it. I posted it for 60. Like I said, comps online for that guitar looked like they're about 60 or 70. This one had the box, the instructions. So I drove over. I met. He gave me 60 bucks for that guitar. And on my way back, I stopped at Goodwill, and we reinvested some of that money. We got Mortal Kombat Armageddon. Look at that shiny, sexy cover on the PS2, complete. It is greatest hits, but that disc is in pretty good shape. It's nice. Not like the usual scratched up garbage that you find at Goodwill. Also picked up Monopoly. Not a super crazy seller here, but still like 15 bucks or so. Monopoly Streets is sort of the one that you want if you're looking to resell. But I thought that was cool. I didn't know about this until Tyler told me about this. We have a video rental store. It's not, I guess you don't rent. It's a DVD rental store called Family Video, and they rent games, you know. And they will always put games like on sale. Like they got new games coming out, so the games that have been there for a while, you know, $14.99, then they drop it to $9.99, then $7.99, blah 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 blah. So I go in there today, and their PS3 games were $2.99 or 2 for $5. I'm like, this is like a garage sale in this store, $2.50. We picked up Conan on PS3, Game of Thrones, the Telltale games. I don't follow all the Telltale stuff, but from what I understand, they're not making Telltale games anymore. I think Emerald Game Cave mentioned that. So if I see Telltale games for cheap, I'm definitely gonna pick them up. We also got Game of Thrones. This is the Atlas title. Atlas. So again, for $2.50. I never saw Game of Thrones. I never watched that show. We picked up Lair. I'll wait for it to come out on Netflix or something. This one feels heavy. What the hell's in here? Let's hit the manual. Manual's pretty beefy. We got Ninja Gaiden Z. Now this doesn't come with the manual, but it does come with the comic book, which is kind of cool. And then the last game is the game I'm going to throw in the collection because I want to play it. I heard it's okay, maybe not great, but okay. It's serviceable. John Woo Presents Stranglehold, the Collector's Edition. Now, I don't know what that means. I don't know if it came in a, you know, a statue or something, but for $2.50, we'll add it to the collection, no problem. Okay. A friend of mine at work knows I'm into games. We were talking about these PSPs that he had. He said they're just sitting in a drawer. I was going to throw them away. So we'll just call him Tom. We'll just say that's his name as far as you know. And so he was like, yeah. So I was like, man, about 60 bucks. He was like, no problem. So we got SOCOM, U.S. Navy SEALs Fire Team Bravo. MX versus ATV on the Edge. Madden 06. There's also another Madden game in there, Madden 08. I know that's pretty exciting. We got Grand Theft Auto Liberty City Stories and Pinball, the Gottlieb Collection. Interested to see how those pinball... I love the pinball games, especially the Farsight Studio ones. It'll be interesting to see how this plays on the PSP. But there are also two PSP 1000 models in really nice shape. Just got a little dusty on there. There's the other one. Boom. And then, you know, cables and some accessories. So, yeah, he said he found some more games in, like, a case or something, which is really cool. But we'll need to get another cable, because there's only one battery or charging cable. So, not a problem there. But for 60 bucks, I think we did well. So, it was Friday. Let's see what's today. Sunday. Here, you got grass today. So, Friday. Yeah, Friday. You guys saw the clip, man. It was early. It was like 6 in the morning. We had to get this sale set. And when I got there were like 2 or 3 other people already waiting there. So they open the garage door. We go in, and you know, they got kind of things set up as almost like a maze because they haven't put it out in the driveway yet. And I see the collectibles as I'm walking up to the driveway. All right, let's do it this way. As I'm walking up to the driveway, they got like bins of clothing on the ground, and then they've got like shelves, right, that they're gonna pull out, and you know, they got electronics and stuff on them, and little collectibles. And then on this side, on the left side of the garage, I see what I came there for, Star Wars Legos. So I know this guy, he's walking, he's kind of walking past, he's walking briskly. Like, he did that move where he walked real fast to get in front of me, because he thought he was gonna go on the right side of the shelves and then come around to the collectibles. But I just like did the jump over the tubs, and I think he got pissed at it. But I grabbed all, I was like, how much do you want for these Lego sets? She's like, $4. I was like, sold, I'll take them all. So these are really cool. Okay, let me kind of get them in order here. 5, 6, 7. Okay, so these are Lego sets 4484, 4485, 4486, and 4487. Now you don't get minifigures in this set. Let me take it out of this glossy box. These sets have been opened and put together, which, you know, was no problem. But they look like, they look like that. You can see. They're just little tiny, like, microfighter sets almost. But with these sets, if you buy all 4, you get the special piece. Like that, you get the right wing, the left wing, you know, some piece there and some other piece there. So if you buy all 4 of these sets, you got all 4 of those parts, and you can make the bonus ship. So these sets are all complete. All the parts are in there. I don't know if they came with instructions. I don't know. But we have an advanced TIE fighter and an X-wing. We'll stop talking about Legos. Some of you guys don't even care about Legos. Anakin's pod racer, Sebulba's pod racer. So they're just mini little sets, man, and they're actually kind of cool. Snowspeeder, my favorite Star Wars vehicle of all time, and an AT-ST, Battle of Hoth, baby, and this one's really cool, Jedi Starfighter and Slave One. So it kind of harkens back to when was that Jango chasing down Obi-Wan. So those were the Lego pickups. So I mentioned this in the car. Our Masonic temple, you know, they do like a charity yard sale a couple times during the summer. It's usually like a Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday kind of thing. And people just drop off their stuff. They get rid of it, and it all goes to charity, which is great. So it had sort of rained, so there wasn't anything outside yet. They usually have tables outside. And the guy was like, hey, we weren't sure if we were going to put it out because it was wet and da-da-da. Okay. He's like, but you're more than welcome to come in and look. So I come in, I go look. He's like, we got more stuff on the other side. I go to the other side. Guy that's walking with me is like, so what are you looking for? And I'm like, yeah, old video game stuff like Nintendo, Super Nintendo. You know, I go through my spiel, Legos, old action figures, micro machines, that kind of stuff, right? He goes, oh, you like Nintendo stuff? And I'm like, yeah, it's my jam, bro. Love Nintendo stuff. Showed him my cell phone controller, or my cell phone case, which is a Nintendo controller. And he's like, well, I have some Nintendo stuff in my house. And he's kind of asking me, he's like, well, how much is a system console worth? And I was like, well, depending on condition, controller, I mean, you're probably looking realistically about $50 for a controller, or a console, assuming that it works. You want to know what the price of a console was. So he's like, okay, well, I got some video game stuff in my house. So now I'm like, we need to go there now. So I asked him, I was like, do you live like close? He's like, oh yeah, I live real close. I was like, do you live like across the street? We could walk there? And they tried to tell, and I was like, I know where that's at, but I'm not real sure. I was like, hey, can we just go there now? Can we leave now and just go there? And he's like, yeah, we can. So I followed him to his house. He opens up his garage. So he's looking for it. He pulls this tub, and I just see a game slide across. And I'm like, that whole thing is full of games, but it wasn't. Anyway, he was like, I don't know what this stuff is worth. Make me an offer. I'm like, well, I'm kind of looking at it. It's kind of grungy. He's like, just make me an offer. And I'm like, okay, how about $50? And he's like, okay, yeah, no problem. I was like, damn, I should have offered him like 40, right? But I gave him the $50 and gave him my number. He said he was interested in starting to sell on eBay. He's like in his 70s, so he's not super tech savvy. But I said, dude, I live like 5 minutes from you. Just if you need anything, call me. I can come over. I can give you the crash course. You can come over to my house. I'll give you the crash course, whatever it is. Making those connections, those relationships, end roads. Some of you know what that means. Anyway, you guys kind of saw a snapshot in the video, so let's just get to it. This is turning into a long video, so we'll try and move it along. A Nintendo hard case with a manual for Jaws. I don't know if I need that manual or not. Top Gun. Adventures of Bayou Billy. Mario Bros. Duck Hunt. Mario Bros. I don't know if I have that. I'm pretty sure I do. Not that I care about variant Mario games. Double Dragon, which is probably the best game in the Nintendo lot. Again, that'll be a double. And then we'll be adding this one to the collection, guys. Gyromite. That's what we do here, man. We try and add games to the collection. So that's awesome to add that. Oh, there were two Nintendo controllers. Kind of dingy. A lot of Sega games. Well, this isn't a Sega game. Coleco Donkey Kong. We have Altered Beast. Sonic the Hedgehog not for resale. Sonic 2. Sonic Spinball. Sonic and Knuckles. A Sega Genesis Game Genie. Shiny. And cool game here. Copy of Mystic Defender. This case will need to be cleaned off. I think it's all just surface damage. Is missing the manual, but the cartridge, man, is in really nice shape. So very cool to grab those. All right, so he also, because he buys a lot at yard sales, he said he had some cool toy stuff. He said he had a Ghostbuster, Proton back in the day, the toy, not the real one, and it was like in the box, and I was like, "You want to sell?" He's like, "No, I want to keep it." And he's like, "Well, I got a Voltron with all the parts." I'm like, "Do you want to sell it?" He's like, "No, I want to keep it." I was like, "Okay," but in that box we had a very dirty Voltron Lion 1. This is the motorized version. It's got a battery compartment in there. I haven't tested this yet. It is very, very dirty, so it'll need a cleaning. Actually, it looks pretty good right here on top of my Sharp NES TV. Looks ferocious. To me, this is the pickup of the day right here, buddy. 1984 Return of the Jedi Rancor. All up in your face. We had the Jabba's Palace playset when we were kids. I don't remember having a Rancor, so I don't think we had it. But this thing is awesome. I love how they made it to scale, because the figures are like 3.5 inch. Oh man, I love when you put his arms up. This thing looks massive. But yeah, very cool. Unfortunately, I don't know where I'm going to put it, because it doesn't fit in my Darth Vader action figure collector's case. So it will also probably sit right next to my Sharp NES TV and look ferocious. Last thing we picked up, maybe you guys saw it in the video, maybe you didn't. With our $50, we also picked up a Neo Geo Pocket Color. Works great. The only thing that's wrong with it is the battery compartment clip broke, so they put a piece of tape, so when you pull the tape off, it flips off and looks awesome. But other than that, she bangs like a champ, you know what I'm saying? Came with Sonic the Hedgehog Pocket Adventure and some game called Biomotor Unitron. Never heard of that. Anyways, thank you guys so much again. Like, comment, subscribe, share on social media. Bang that notification bell so you can stay up to date on all your CM retro gaming goodness. Take care of yourselves, and we will see you on the next one.